Sonoff RF bridge. It is an ultra-low power consumption device that can convert 433 MHz RF signals to Wi-Fi. Hence, it can be added to your smart home server such as Home Assistant to send and receive 433 MHz RF signals. With a RF bridge in place, you can use ultra-cheap generic RF remotes, door sensors, motion sensors, water leak sensors, and a lot of other such sensors to your home automation setup. As these sensors consume very less power, they can run on batteries for very long periods, hence are even perfect for a lot of weird uses. But how to configure it? Let's get started. Sonoff RF bridge is a very compact and small device that comes with a preloaded Sonoff firmware to be controlled by EV-Link app. But as we are Tesmota users, so first of all we will flash it with Tesmota firmware. For that, open RF bridge by removing 4 screws hidden under 4 black dots in the bottom side. Pull out the circuit board. Pull the white LED panel aside and set this little switch to off position. Near the switch, you will see the 4 programming headers. Now take 4 male header cables and connect the FTDI converter to RF bridge board as follows. Starting from the square header pin, connect 3.3 volt from header to 3.3 volt on FTDI adapter, RX to RX, TX to TX and ground to ground. Now keep the push button near the micro USB port pressed and insert the FTDI board to your computer's USB port. Now release the button. The ESP chip is in flash mode now. Open Tesmotizer. Click release and then Tesmotize. While it is being flashed, note down its MAC address as that will help us finding IP address later. Once flashed, simply unplug and replug the FTDI adapter and click Send Config button to save configuration details to the RF bridge. Here, enter your Wi-Fi and MQTT information as shown. Of course, you have to enter your own credentials, not mine. Select module type as Sonoff bridge. Hit save and the board will restart and connect to your network. Now remove the header pins and put the little switch back to on position. Fix the board back to its enclosure. Now power the RF bridge through its own micro USB port and look for the IP address assigned to it by the router. Go to that IP address in your browser and you should now see the Tesmota Sonoff bridge home page. So with this, our RF bridge is ready for action now. Let's move on to the Home Assistant now. Here we need to create a binary sensor for each RF sensor that we want to use. For that, there are 2 ways. First, open configuration.yaml file. Under binary sensors, create a new binary sensor as shown. Go to Tesmota homepage and click console. Move the magnet of your RF sensor away. You will get the on code for this sensor in the console. And when you bring the magnet close to the sensor, you will get the off code. Note down both the codes and enter them in the binary sensor code as shown. Save the file and restart Home Assistant. After restart, display the sensor in the front end. Currently it's closed. Now if I pull the magnet away, the state changes to open. Wow, it's great, isn't it? But this method has one drawback. If the door state is open and you restart Home Assistant, upon restart the default sensor state would be closed irrespective of the actual state of that sensor. So to correct this problem, we will use the second method, which is called the demultiplexer method, that involves a Python script component. Seems complicated, but it's not. For that, open configuration.yaml file again. Add a new line python_script: as shown. Save the configuration file. Go to the link given in the description and download python_scripts folder. Place this folder inside config folder of your Home Assistant installation and restart Home Assistant. After restart, open the python_scripts folder that you had just created. Inside this folder, you will find a file named rfbridge_demux.py. Open the file in Notepad++. It will look like this. Now here, we need to paste the on and off RF data that we had previously copied. Inside the square bracket, enter the sensor name as shown. To add another sensor, just copy these two lines and paste them below. Change the on and off codes as well as the sensor name. That's it. Do this for all of your RF sensors here and save the file. Now go back to the binary sensor that we had created. Delete the value template and both payload lines. We also don't need the QoS line. Now change the state topic to home/office. Similarly, create as many sensors as you have. Now save the file and restart the Home Assistant the last time. After restart, add the newly created sensors to the front end. This time, if you restart Home Assistant, the sensor will get updated from the last saved state and you will always get the correct state in Home Assistant. So this was all about the RF bridge and the sensors. Hope you liked it. In the coming videos, we will create many more DIY unique and practical projects using the cheap RF devices. Please like and share the video with your family and friends. If you have any query, do comment below. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing for more upcoming exclusive and practical ideas on making your home smarter day by day. So stay creative, stay connected, and we will meet in another exciting video soon. Until then, goodbye.